The root word of nationality is nation, and nation is a Latin word which means race. We know for certain that America is a continent. America is not a nation, so therefore it cannot be a person's nationality. Shalom, I'm Judah Israel, and today what I'm going to do is discuss nationalities. In one of my previous videos titled Negroes Are Not of African Descent, I already touched bases on nationality. But today I'm going to go into a little more detail. That way we can get a clear understanding on what it means to have a nationality, because many people in the so-called black community is not really aware of what it means to have a nationality. So therefore we are going to touch bases on nationalities. And now that we're on the subject, I'm going to ask you once again, what is your nationality? And I want you to really think about it. I'm going to ask you again, what is your nationality? The root word of nationality is nation, and nation is a Latin word which means race. We know for certain that America is a continent. America is not a nation, so therefore it cannot be a person's nationality. America is also split into three parts: North, Central, and South. There are many races of people in America. Which nation of people are you claiming to be a part of? The word America comes from an Italian explorer by the name of Amerigo Vespucci. We're not Italians either. Do you speak American? Does anybody in America speak American? Of course not. You clearly speak English. You speak English very well, might I add. And English comes from England, not America. So that would mean that your ancestors had to have been speaking something else originally. Because one thing's for certain, we don't come from England, the last time I checked. We know everyone else's language and land, etc. For instance, Russians are from Russia. They speak Russian. Germans are from Germany, and they speak German. Koreans are from Korea. They speak Korean. Spanish people are from Spain. They speak Spanish. Chinese people are from China. They speak Chinese. Japanese people are from Japan, and they speak Japanese. French people are from France, and they speak French. Vietnamese people are from Vietnam, and they speak Vietnamese. So why is it that we're the only people who cannot point out our original land, language? We don't know our culture and our heritage. Why do we know everyone else's heritage but our own? Why are we the only people that are named after a color of a crayon, black, or named after a continent, American, or two continents, African, American? These are not nationalities. These are colors of a crayon and continents. Why is it that we know everything else but all of a sudden are so short-term memory when asked who we are? Africa, America are two continents. That is not a nation of people. Why is it that Africans can tell you their nationality? They will not say that they're African or African American. They will say that they're Ethiopian, they're Kenyan, they're Nigerian, they're Egyptian, they are Libyans. They can tell you exactly where they're from. They can tell you their nationality. When a person asks you, what is your nationality? Once again, you give them two continents. So, African American, what part of Africa are you from? Where is home for you in Africa? Which part of Africa is claiming you? And most importantly, what part can you go to in this African land and say this is your homeland? And people will accept you and acknowledge you and say, hey, this person is from Africa. What is the original language for Africa America? Is it African language? Well, what language is that? Nobody in Africa speaks a language called African. Is it American language? Once again, who in America speaks American? Is that a language? No. Do you speak Americanese? Absolutely not. So what is your nationality? Because there's no way that you can have ancestors that was brought here on slave ships and be two continents at the same time. So once again, what language do you speak? Afro-American? Of course not. When someone asks you what is your nationality, more than likely you'll give them the color of a crayon, black. If black is your nationality, then where at on the map can I find black land? What language is black language? What is the heritage of black? What is black culture? Is it BET, Black Entertainment Television? Now, there are many races of blacks, such as Haitians, Jamaicans, Ethiopians, Nigerians, Egyptians, even Negroes. So what nation of blacks are you claiming? And which black nation is claiming you? Remember, Ethiopians and Nigerians are black like you. And they have a nationality. So what is yours? So keep in mind, when someone asks you what is your nationality, and you give them these bywords and proverbs, which is not an identity, how can you claim that as being your true identity? What is your nationality? Can you tell me? Even dogs have a better identity than the so-called Negro. For instance, a German Shepherd is from where? Germany. A French Bulldog is from where? France. Italian Greyhounds are from where? Italy. Japanese Chin is from where? Japan. I'm sure you can also think of other dogs that also has a better identity than the so-called Negro. So who are you, Negro? What is your heritage? Did you know that your heritage was discontinued from you? Why don't you go into the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4, and read that? And you sit and think to yourself, what does that scripture mean to you? In the near future, I will be back with more details on who we are versus who we were told we were. I'm Judah Israel. Shalom.